Hello! Looking for ways to better support classrooms with diverse learners? Let's consider a possible initiative around dual certification. Teachers are amazing professionals that truly have an impact on students' lives. Did you know educators are the single most important factor in determining student success in schools? Unfortunately, research indicates novice teachers are 2.5 times more likely to leave the classroom after 1 year as compared to their well-prepared peers. Concerns expressed from educators include assessing, implementing, and evaluating educational programming for diverse learners, fully understanding special education laws and regulations, transferring knowledge from individualized educational plans to execute in their classrooms, and balancing behavior and emotional needs of students. It's not surprising teachers are feeling overwhelmed in managing needs in their classrooms. Looking at current trends in the U.S., the National Center for Educational Statistics documented from 2009 to 2020, students receiving special education services increased from 6.5 million to 7.3 million. Similarly, Pew Research reports between the 2000 and 2018 school year, 80% of U.S. states experienced growth in their disabled populations. Most notable is that 68% of students with disabilities spend 80% or more in general education classrooms. This means general education teachers have even a greater responsibility for instructing students with disabilities and providing access to the general ed curriculum. While parents and school staff acknowledge the importance of having a background in special education, teachers often lack the training to adequately support students. So what's next? How can we move forward? I encourage all stakeholders, including universities and licensing boards, to act upon current U.S. trends by requiring new candidates to obtain dual certification in special ed. Let's learn together about this. Considering this proposal, new teacher candidates who become duly certified will be prepared to consistently blend the needs of content-grade knowledge with expertise on specific pedagogy, understand and problem solve with more ease, implement differentiating instruction with accuracy, carry out modifications that extend across the day, understand and develop basic behavior interventions, and jump right into the job market. It's understandable new candidates and universities may have questions, such as how can courses be arranged? Will paying for extra semesters be worth it? Why would investing more time in coursework be beneficial? Could a minor in special ed be just as good? This may help you. There are several universities across the U.S. that are implementing dual certification courses, serving as ideal models. Students with dual certification are highly marketable, leading to quicker access to income, healthcare, and pension benefits. Highly qualified teachers decrease the probability of early teacher burnout with robust education in the area of diverse learners. Dual certification course sequence provides a wraparound education with extensive field work, typically across 2 settings, versus less comprehensive coursework when pursuing a minor in special education. Universities will be an active change agent, pioneering initiatives in the field of education and drawing more young adults to the universities. It is notable that school districts would certainly be impacted by this proposal. Dual certified teachers can help decrease special educators' workload and alleviate special education shortages in the long run. By reducing the reliance on co-teaching, the district can save money with duly certified teachers. Employing a highly qualified teacher in 2 content areas contributes to a more well-rounded employee, providing professional expertise within the building. Districts have invested in intervention designs where dual certification might seem unnecessary. However, I would urge individuals to take a closer look. One tool, known as Response to Intervention, RTI, is often used to help general educators initially identify if a learner requires extra educational or behavioral support. RTI requires a large team and resources, highly qualified scientific-based classroom, and ongoing student assessment. It misses the mark on widely consensus research model, lack of executing and oversight of these strategies, and research indicates problems around identification, application, and alignment of interventions. Another popular approach is the Universal Design for Learning method, or UDL. This is great for all educators when planning lessons and providing flexibility for students to access materials and demonstrate their knowledge. UDL subscribes to a variety of teaching methods. Its intent is to motivate and decrease students struggling to learn. It aims to help the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. UDL does fall short on addressing specific accommodations based on the student's disability and assisting more complex accommodations for students who may attend inclusion 30 to 79% of the time. In both cases, a dual certified teacher would better support the latter systems given their vast knowledge in general and special education. Addressing concerns on assessing, implementing, and oversight would be non-consequential. Still not convinced? Let's consider the benefits for the local community. Employing a dual certified teacher will ensure communities and families that children are being taught from a well-informed educator. Mayors, elected officials, and school committees can feel confident expressing to constituents highly qualified teachers are employed to teach their children. By building depth and support for all learners, young citizens are more likely to contribute back to the tax base. Lastly, communities would be upholding the values of diversity and culture awareness. Students with disabilities are one of the most vulnerable groups in the U.S. when compared with their same-age peers. Dually certified teachers are more likely to learn and employ diversity measures for the betterment of inclusivity, a positive school and community culture, and to challenge ableism. Licensing board members are a big factor to make this proposal a reality. Local school districts, politicians, and citizens must work together to find common ground and begin the hard work. Given teacher shortages, it's important not to disrupt new teachers joining the workforce. Rolling out requirements can be done systematically and thoughtfully, where high expectations can be balanced with the flow of new teacher candidates. Given data and education reform measures occurring across the U.S., politicians can support licensing boards by encouraging their constituents to passionately advocate for better education by hiring highly qualified teachers. The long-term benefits are truly significant for U.S. children. It's time for all stakeholders, including universities and licensing boards, to recognize the trends in the U.S. education system. Let's call attention to normalizing the idea of requiring new teacher candidates to obtain dual certification in special education.